Access Services, called DAS or DAS, has an all-inclusive career pathways program. Clients who can receive Access VER can use DAS as their service provider to have a deaf work support program for pre and post workshops, training to help them prepare to find and keep a job that they enjoy. We also support clients to learn how to advocate for themselves in a work environment. DAS has 2 transition programs for students. The first is for students who already have Access VR, and that program helps support the students to research post-graduation options. Do they want to go back to school and to college or go straight to work? With that, we support the students through the application process to understand their rights during college. The second transition program is for students who can receive Access VR but don't yet have it. We also provide the similar services to those students. We also provide them these things to the deaf and hard of hearing and hearing students in a mainstream situation or at a deaf school. We look forward to helping support your employers or students in their transition needs. My name is Jose Ruiz Jr. This is my sign name. My employment journey with jobs has been a little bit tough. But I thought positive, and I had, the words of my mother telling me, face the world as you're a hearing person, throw out the deafness for a while and portray yourself as a hearing person. So I tried to do that when I would go into stores the old school way. So hey, can I have a job application? I have to fill out papers. Then I moved to Buffalo. DAS Services has been really, really good to me. They gave me a lot of advice, and they helped me put together a job portfolio, and they said, you look on your own, and then we'll have an advisor, we'll have someone that helps. So they were right. So I started keeping a notebook. This is an example. So I would just jot down everything while I was looking for jobs. Keep up with your records. So if someone calls you or you call them, you're ready, to talk to the name of the person at that company. And then you also know, they have to call DAS to get an interpreter, and sometimes they don't do that for interviews. So it's always good to double check. I mean, it can be a struggle. You talk and you have your first interview and everything's very, very smooth. And then they're okay, come in for a face-to-face interview tomorrow. And they're okay, we have to get an interpreter. And they get shocked because they don't know I'm deaf, Other than that, no problems. DAS has supported me really well. They give me a lot of feedback, either through the video phone or I meet one-on-one with my counselors, Andre and Emily. They help me brainstorm, and it's really important to get everything out there, your experiences, your struggles, and they'll do their part, but you have to do your part as well. You can't, rely on them to do everything. They're very overwhelmed. They have a lot of clients. So, it's important that you do your part too, almost like you're in school. You have to look for jobs and you have to apply and you have to help each other, and it'll make it successful. So when you're looking for a job, follow your passion. I mean, some jobs, it's tough. You can't find what you want. Maybe you'll get hired, try it for a while, and then maybe another job will become available that is your passion. So you can use your work experience from the job that you don't really like to transition or transfer over to the job you really want. If how can they trust your work experience if you haven't yet worked? But if you've already worked somewhere else, you can transition easier with work experience. So that's my advice to you. Don't wait. There's a lot of jobs out there. You just really have to go through the process to find it.